Leil Lowndes' How to Talk to Anyone is a powerful book offering 92 practical tips to master the art of communication and build lasting connections. It's a roadmap to making people feel heard, respected, and interested in you without awkwardness or superficial charm. Let's dive into the essence of her advice, grouped by major areas of human interaction. Part 1. You only have 10 seconds to show you're a somebody. Leil starts by emphasizing the first impression. People make snap judgments in seconds, so how you present yourself matters immensely. She suggests always using the flooding smile, a warm, delayed smile that lights up your face as if you're genuinely happy to see the person. Combine that with sticky eyes, holding eye contact just a little longer to show confidence and interest. Instead of jumping in with your name, try the big baby pivot, where you shift your body fully toward someone, like a baby does when captivated. This shows they have your full attention. Dressing well, standing tall with the hello old friend attitude, and showing confident body language signal charisma and openness. Lesson: people judge within seconds. Use warm body language and intentional eye contact to silently communicate confidence and connection. Part 2. What do I say after I say hello? The conversation begins after the greeting, and this section teaches how to start strong. Leil introduces the premeditated comeback, where you prepare your response to the common, "What do you do?" question with a creative twist to spark curiosity. For example, instead of "I'm a teacher," you could say, "I help mold future minds." This intrigues people and invites deeper questions. She advises using the swiveling spotlight, shifting focus to the other person by asking them about themselves. People love to talk about their passions, and this builds instant rapport. Also key is echoing, or repeating their last few words to show you're listening. This validates them emotionally and encourages more sharing. Lesson: great conversationalists are great listeners. Personalize your small talk and make others feel interesting. Part 3. How to talk like a VIP. Language is powerful, and using it wisely boosts your social credibility. Avoid ums, uhs, or uptalk, ending statements like questions. Instead, use complete sentences, where you finish thoughts clearly. Speak with conviction as if you expect agreement. Leil recommends you adopt the I rule. Limit your use of I to avoid sounding self-centered. Focus instead on you or we. Another strategy is don't touch a cliché with a 10-foot pole. Instead of saying "nice to meet you," try "I've heard great things about you." This makes your words more memorable and less robotic. Lesson: speak clearly and confidently. Avoid self-centered language, and ditch overused phrases to sound more intelligent and refined. Part 4. How to be an insider in any crowd. People are drawn to those who seem like one of them. This section helps you blend in and connect deeply. Leil encourages scrapbooking mentally, collecting details about people to reference later. Remember their kids' names, hobbies, or recent events. This shows you care and listen closely. Use the parroting technique, repeating back exact words to demonstrate engaged listening. Also, practice callback humor, bringing up earlier jokes or shared references to create inside jokes and intimacy. Another powerful method is to adopt the group's language, tone, or body cues subtly. This is mimicry, and it builds subconscious trust. Lesson: people trust those who reflect their values and habits. Blend in respectfully and show you remember the little things. Part 5. Why we're just alike. This section builds on the power of commonality. Leil explains that emphasizing similarities, even small ones, like the same favorite food or music, quickly builds connection. This taps into the law of similarity. People trust those who remind them of themselves. Use "me too" statements sparingly but strategically. For example, if someone says they love hiking, you might respond, "Me too," especially early morning trails. She also explains how to synchronize emotions. If someone is enthusiastic, match that energy. If they're sad or reflective, lower your tone to meet them. Lesson: find common ground. Even a shared taste in coffee can be a bridge to deep rapport. Part 6. The power of praise, the folly of flattery. Praise must be sincere and specific. Instead of general flattery like, "You look great," say, "That color really brings out your eyes." Specificity makes praise credible and thoughtful. Leil introduces the killer compliment, a unique, unexpected compliment on something others rarely notice, like someone's speaking style or patience. She warns against backhanded compliments or excessive praise that can come off as manipulative. Lesson: compliment with precision and sincerity. People crave recognition of their deeper qualities, not just surface flattery. Part 7. Direct dial their heart. This section dives into emotional intelligence. Use empathetic language when someone shares their feelings. Respond with validations like, "That must have been tough," instead of problem-solving or dismissing them. Leil suggests using emotion words in everyday talk: happy, proud, thrilled, anxious, to communicate vulnerability and invite authentic conversation. Another powerful tool is the empathy echo, where you reflect back someone's emotion with your own words, showing you feel with them. Lesson: connect heart to heart by tuning into and validating others' emotions genuinely. Part 8. How to work a party. Like a politician works a room. Networking is an art, and politicians excel at it. Leil shares the Hansel and Gretel strategy, where you leave conversational breadcrumbs, like hints about your interests, letting others pick up on them if intrigued. She explains the business card dossier, writing brief notes on the back of people's cards after meeting them. Like loves skiing, daughter's name is Ella. This helps when you follow up later. Another tip is tracking, which means following someone's career or achievement subtly. So when you reconnect, you can say, "Congrats on your promotion, I saw it on LinkedIn." Lesson: treat every conversation like a seed. Follow up, remember details, and connect again with intent. Part 9. Small talk, big impact. Small talk isn't small, it's the doorway to deeper connection. Instead of basic questions like, "How are you?" and try, "What's been the highlight of your week?" It opens people up to share something meaningful. Leil urges us to avoid conversation killers, like immediately switching the topic to yourself or correcting someone's story. Be mindful of mood matching. If someone is in a quiet mood, match that before gradually lifting the tone. Lesson: elevate small talk by being thoughtful, emotionally aware, and engaging. It's the start of real relationships. Part 10. Talk to anyone, anytime, anywhere. The final section is about mastering spontaneity and confidence. Leil encourages you to be a word detective, always looking for clues in people's speech, clothes or accessories that open conversation doors. She promotes the eyebrow flash, a quick up-down eyebrow raise that shows openness and friendliness in a split second. She also shares techniques for joining groups already in conversation. Approach, pause respectfully, smile, and wait for a natural lull before entering. Ultimately, the goal is not to impress others, but to make them feel impressive. Lesson: confidence isn't loud, it's about creating comfort for others. Everyone is worth talking to, and connection is always possible. Conclusion: connection is a superpower. Leil Lowndes' How to Talk to Anyone is more than a communication manual. It's a guide to becoming a more present, compassionate, and interesting human being. Whether you're networking, dating, working, or just socializing, these techniques allow you to be genuine, memorable, and effective. By applying her tools from confident body language and sharp listening to empathy, praise, and follow-up, you build more meaningful relationships. Talking to anyone becomes less about performance and more about presence. Final takeaway: to win hearts, be genuinely curious, kind, and intentional in every interaction. The rest takes care of itself.